Hello guys, welcome back to Zach's Orange in the Playhouse. Today we're gonna be redoing the story of Twilight Sparkle and the Crystal Heart part 2. Twilight cooked her head to the side. I don't get it, Spike. What does Derry do got to do with it? Well, you know how Derry Do has rescued a pony who's been locked in the tower, surrounded by a moat filled with sharp-toothed piranhas? Yeah, so I know how she dived into the water to reach the tower, even though the fish are secretly her biggest fear. Spike, spit it out, Potter explained. Do you have an idea how to help me or not? She was beginning to look a bit stressed. Her mane gone frizzy and one of her eyes were twitching ever so slightly. Twilight looked at her responsibilities very serious, sometimes too serious. Well, basically, Derry Do wants to overcome her fears once and for all, so she asked some older extra adventurous ponies like Professor A.B. Ravenhoof for tips on how to do it. Spike spread his short arms wide in the triumph of, aha! It was so obvious to Twilight now. She needed guidance from someone wiser. Why didn't I think of that? Twilight faces lit up. I think Pony Chic good work, Spike. It's perfect. Spike blushed. He loved nothing more to be a good assistant to his best friend, but he could hardly say you're welcome before Twilight Sparkle was out to the door to find out a great leader of Equestria straight from our horse's mouth. Chapter 2. A Fall House. Who in Ponyville might be able to help me? Twilight said aloud as she trotted through the town square. She caught the sight of the mayor working on the opposite side of the courtyard, heading into the town hall with a group of important-looking ponies. The mayor ran their whole town. She could definitely know a thing or two about the leadership. It was a good place to start. But by the time she had reached the Separate Town Hall, the mayor was already behind closed doors. Sorry, Princess Twilight, Senior Mint, the tall green guard pony said. Miss Mayor is in a long meeting about the next year's summer sun celebration. Twilight stumped into feet. Oh well, but you don't have to call me Princess. Just Twilight will do. She had no idea about it. Will you tell her I stopped by? Twilight asked. Maybe they could talk to her later. Yes, of course, Princess Twilight. He cut the hoof of his mouth. Oops, I just Twilight. Thanks. The flash of her hoof, a shiny white smile turned her hoof and headed back to the town square. Certainly, she smelled the scent of something sweet and scrumptious. Her tummy rumbled. Fresh cupcakes, extra icing, shouted Carrot Cake, the town baker. He was pulling a pink and yellow cup filled with sugary, delicious of every flavor and color. Maybe it was time for a snack. Hello, Mr. Cake, Twilight said, trotting on the cart, which had begun to draw a crowd of hungry ponies. Twilight hadn't seen such a commotion since the last apple juice sale at Sweep Atol's Acres. Hi there, Twilight Sparkle, said Mr. Cake. Is that your new treat card? She asked. What a wonderful idea. Mr. Cake and I are always trying to come up with new ways to share a dessert with the ponies in Ponyville. Pumpkin Cake and Pound Cake, twin foals, giggled and trotted along farther. Pound Cake, who was Pegasus, beat his little wings until he was hovering near a tray of pink apple pastries. When his father wasn't watching, he sneakily snatched one and ate his single gritty bite. His sister, Pumpkin Cake, jumped as high as she could and grabbed one, but she couldn't quite reach. She finally used her unicorn magic to steal a blue cupcake and deliver it gently to her mouth. She licked her lips, then she burped. Plus, the babies love to get out of the shop, Mr. Cake continued. too busy to notice his little foe's naughty actions. Fresh air does them good. Twilight Sparkle watches Pumpkin Pound chase each other in circles and threw her legs in the nearby grey Pegasus pony. The pony wobbled helpless before the top over the nearby bush. She popped her head out. Her lemon-yellow mane was adorned with prickle thorns. "Mr. Cake, do you have any marbles today?" she called. Her hoofs caught on the branch, and she stumbled